all, we're gonna start with her. She's a female. She's a bearded dragon. Maybe from the term bearded dragon, you can imagine why they're called like this. Any idea? Bearded, because they have this kind of beard here, and they have a lot of spines here, but they are not really sharp. They are just to scare off the predators, but they are not harmful. So, as you can see, they have a triangular face, and they have a tail that, unlike most of the lizards, if it's dropped off, they can be in serious danger because they cannot, they are not able to have their tail back. So it is very important to take care of this as well. As you can see, they are very flat animals. They come from very arid and mostly desert areas of the world, especially in Australia. And as you can see, they are very flat, the body, and actually they can be also flatter than that, because if we press a bit like this, they are going to displace the ribs. They are able to do that to absorb more radiation from the sun. Of course, they are cool-blooded, so they need the heat for them. So they can do it by displacing the ribs. So about the behavior, we know some very interesting fact about them. These animals are very communicative with the body to the other animals. In fact, two behaviors in particular, it's good to know, especially if you have at home. When they do a hand waving movement, basically they are showing submission to other animals, for example. So in nature, if they do like this, they are basically saying, okay, I'm in your territory and I'm not gonna aggress you. Instead, if they do the push-ups, so going up and down like this, they're going to tell the opposite, which is like dominance. So they're going to show dominance. If there is a group of male and one male is more up, respect the others, this is as well a dominance behavior. They of course lay eggs, but not all the reptiles lay eggs, but this one yes, and they lay quite a good number of eggs as well. Okay, so now we skip to another lizard that my colleague is going to bring for us, which is coming also from Australia, but this time they come, depending on the species, from different types of habitat. From very arid to arboric, more arboric habitats. Okay, so this is the blue tongue skin, as you can imagine from the name, blue tongue skin. They have this beautiful, gorgeous, for me it's beautiful, blue tongue. And you know why? Basically, maybe you can guess why they have this blue tongue. Why? Yeah, why? Because, okay, in nature, when there is a very clear or a very bright color, often it means that animal is dangerous, has some kind of poison, or dangerous. So basically, this is to warn the other animals, but this is a fake, because they are not bad. So basically, they fake to be dangerous. To try to, scare off the predators. In this case, if he pulls the tail, it's fine. I mean, it will grow back again. And of course, they do the mutation for the skin. So it is very important for them to be very careful if you have some of them at home, especially for the fingers. It gets a bit dangerous if they don't do it properly. So they can have necrosis of the arms and of the legs. So about the arms, so the legs and the arms, as you can see, they have very small. They are very small compared to the body, and also the neck is quite not very, present. It's more like a snake, right? The shape and also the movement, it reminds more a snake. In fact, they are similar to them. They are between the snakes and the lizards, actually. And also, yes, this comes from Australia as well. And an important and interesting fact is that they give birth to living young. So they don't lay eggs. The embryo develops inside of the body, and then the babies become like this. Now we will skip to some snakes. So people who are scared will run away. No, it's fine, don't worry. I don't know which one of the two my colleague is getting. So, yes, okay. So this is the king snake. It's a colubrid. In nature we have a lot of different colorations and shapes. I mean, shapes of course is more or less like that, but also size. It depends more or less of the habitat, because they have to camouflage in their own habitat. Maybe you know that the snakes are constantly sticking out their tongue, right? You know why they do that? To smell. Basically, the molecules in the air are captured by the tongue, and then there is an organ, that is the Jacob's organ on top of their mouth, that basically reads the information of this, of this information that they capture. And also, these ones are living in arboric areas, and the diet of these animals is very interesting. In fact, the name of king snake it has origin from the diet, because yes, they eat small mammals, small birds, but also other snakes. Okay, so basically they are eaters, snakes eater, and also they eat other king snakes, so the ones of the same species. So this is a very particular thing. Okay.
Are they poisonous?
So they are constrictor.
Ah, okay.
So because we have two different groups, there are constrictors and venomums. The constrictor have some kind of venom, but usually is not that harmful, because they mostly grab the prey with very sharp and small teeth, and then they start to basically to go all around it, all around the prey, and doing that they suffocate it.
Ah, okay.
And basically what they do is, when the prey breathes out, they constrict more, so that in a relatively short time they kill the prey.
Yeah,
Instead, the venomous one, they bite and then.
Then they okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now my colleague is coming with another snake. All right. This is a bigger one, of course. This is a ball python snake. This is another constrictor. And of course there are different species of python. This species is the smallest one, shortest one. Imagine the big one. Actually the biggest one can reach 9 meter length. So very, it's the longest one. But this species, the ball python, can reach 1 meter and something. So it's very short compared to the others. So again, here we have different coloration, and also there are some cases in nature, maybe you saw in television, of snakes. Can I stay also here, or you're scared? Okay. That are basically very white, or because they are albinos, so they born without the pigmentation, and of course this kind of situation is dangerous for the animals in the wild, because they can easily seen by the predators, and they can easily be catched by them. We have an albino here, we cannot take him out, but it's the same but all white. And yes, also there are some kind of pythons that can feel the heat of the prey. So basically they can feel the prey either with the heat, either with the movements of the air or the ground. So also the view is very good, but mostly the smell. the smell of these animals is very powerful, and thanks to that they can prey easily. And also the diet of here, this kind of snake is again small birds, small mammals, also eggs, and yeah, so of course they are carnivores. Okay, this big boy is an Argentinian white and black tegu. So they come from Argentina. Of course, even there are a lot of different species of them. This one is the Argentinian one, and of course black and white, as you can see. Basically, this one is one of the reptiles that are kept as pet most commonly, because they are very intelligent. They can also be trained by human care. Yes, some people consider them like dogs, reptile dog. So, as you can see, this tail is very powerful. So when they have to fight with another male, they use the tail and also the claws. And when they fight, a thing that is very helpful for them is the fat that they have here on the side of the face, because it protects a bit the face. Also, the accumulation of fat is very useful for the reproduction period, because in this period they need a lot of energy, so they are taking the energy from the reservoir, the reserve of the fat that they have here. And also, of course, the males to display with the females. The more fat they have, more attractive they are. Okay. As the snakes, they have this tongue that is divided in two, split in two, and it's split in two because it's easier for them to collect information, because of course two different directions, so more information for them. They go on brumation for a certain period of the year, and then for the rest they are very active. This is different about the diet between the respect to the snakes, because they are omnivores. They also eat fruits and veg, but also insects and other meat. You want to walk a bit. What else? Yes, the females are smaller than the males. And yes, so if you have any questions, let us know. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for listening. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.